In this lesson, you will learn how to work with the estimated duration field on the test cases. It affects mainly the manual test cases as well as the test suites. And in order to better plan your testing during the sprints, or even if you are planning any kind of test campaigns, in order to better organize and assign the time, it is recommended to manage this field. So let's see what this field is. We go first into the quality module. In the quality module, I'm currently on a specific application module, order to cash. And within the application module, I can now go to test, and let's look on a manual test. And in the manual test, on the details, you will find a field called estimated duration. And this is from the tester's perspective, test designer perspective, to provide a value which will be then later interesting for you when you are trying to plan your test execution or even build your test packages. So when you have entered this value here, and it should be always maintained continuously, maybe the test is executed much faster than 40 minutes or even takes longer. So you better make sure that this is as more accurate as it could be. So you need to continuously assess the test cases in order to have a better planning on the release level. So we can go to the next one. You can see this test case, for instance, permission sanity is estimated with 20 minutes. You have the next one, which is estimated with 10 minutes. So make sure you manage this field in order to have an accurate planning. Now we go from here to a test suite, let's say search capabilities. And in the search capabilities, you have also the same field, but as this is the test suite, this field is just read only. And it is a summary of all the manual test case duration time added together. So you have here your manual test cases, and you see here also the different estimation times, estimated duration, and it calculates basically all these estimation in the details and shows you what is the total estimation to run this suite. So let's create a new suite, and let's say this is for my test campaign. So test campaign, and I say I want to add and edit directly. And as I want to add existing test cases, I would like to add a filter for test cases which are maybe only under order to cash. And now I can select the test cases which I want to have part of this test suite. So let's say this should be okay. And maybe I have just a limited time to execute this specific topic of the test suite. And you will see that this estimated duration will help me to understand what is the total number of minutes I need to have in plan to execute the test. So let's give it a minute. So now we can see here the estimated duration for running this suite is about 280 minutes. And this will basically, when you plan this suite, let's say I would plan it now as part of a release I'm having. So let's say I plan it as part of my release train Q3 2019, and even be more accurate on a specific sprint and assign this to, let's say, one of my users and say plan. So now this suite is planned for this specific release. And what I can do now is using the dashboard module, I can completely identify the areas where I am investing a lot of time in order to understand the test planning more. So let me clean it up here. And now we will create a new graph which will show me my release test duration. Let's say this is a planned one. So this is planned release test duration, and I will filter here, let's say on the subtype sorry, I need to select the right field, which is test, and as well as the right release. And now I can set a filter on the subtype, which for me, for now, as I'm running only test suites, it will be the test suite. Or if I also have manual tests, so I can include these as well. Yeah. So let's continue from here. And I can now set the value for the application module. So either I want to have all the modules, including all the different hierarchies, so the direct relation to the test sets, or I say I would like to have here the first level module in order for me to understand what is the area which is impacted. And then I can say I would like to sum a field which is the estimated duration. And from here I can also say show me the last runs. And for the last runs I need to have, or I want to focus on the native status. So that's basically it. And now I can save this graph. And what I see now is I see the different areas acquired to retire. And let me go quickly here and open it in a separate tab. So these are my different areas I have in my project, Octane project. These are the first level application modules. And exactly on those I have filtered now my widget in order to better understand where I am currently focusing on. So the two highest areas I can see here, order to cash. I have invested so far 890 minutes, or at least they are planned to be invested. And I have here as well on quote to cash, I have already executed around 185 minutes, and 673 minutes are planned for this area. Yeah? So this helps you to better understand what is the planned effort on testing for a specific release, or even drilling it down to a test sprint or test campaign. This helps you to really plan accurate and be more focused on what you are executing if you have a limited number of time.